Donald Trump is still refusing to concede the election to Joe Biden, citing massive voter fraud without evidence. As a result, in Michigan, 2 Republican members of the Wayne County Board of Canvassers had originally refused to certify the election results for Wayne County. So now Wayne County happens to be really important because it's literally where Detroit is located. So Detroit is a pretty big city, and it turned out overwhelmingly for Joe Biden. So according to the reports, 4-person Wayne County Board of Canvassers was deadlocked. You have 2 Democrats, you have 2 Republicans. So now the 2 Democrats, they're like, we don't see any voter fraud. We're going to certify the results, right? Well, the 2 Republicans, William Hartman and Monica Palmer, were like, no, we cannot certify. Now, you're not going to be shocked to find out that the Republicans that are on the board that refused to certify were massive Trump supporters. So now they said, well, we can't certify. We can't certify. Well, okay, why? We've got discrepancies. We have discrepancies in the absentee poll books. We can't certify. We think there's massive voter fraud. Okay. Now, Palmer at one point did suggest that they certify the suburbs, which are majority white. Livonia, for example. Livonia has 95% white population. He's like, oh, yeah, certified Livonia. That's fine. No fraud there. Wait a minute. Why is there no fraud there? But then when you look at Detroit, which is an 85% black or 80% black population, why won't you certify them? Interesting. Very interesting. No, I think it's pretty obvious what happened here, which led to a man named Ned Stabler to rip these 2 Republicans a new ass. And this is part of this Zoom meeting that went viral. Take a look at this.
I just want to let you know that the Trump stink, the stain of racism that you, William Hartman, and Monica Palmer have just covered yourself in, is going to follow you throughout history. Your grandchildren are going to think of you like Bull Connor or George Wallace. Monica Palmer and William Hartman will forever be known in southeastern Michigan as 2 racists who did something so unprecedented that they disenfranchised hundreds of thousands of black voters in the city of Detroit because they were ordered to. Probably, I know, Monica, you think Q told you to do it or some other crazy stuff like that. But just know when you try to sleep tonight, that millions of people around the world now on Twitter know the name Monica Palmer and William Hartman as 2 people completely racist and without an understanding of what integrity means or a shred of human decency. The law isn't on your side, history won't be on your side, your conscience will not be on your side, and Lord knows, when you go to meet your maker, your soul is going to be very, very warm.
Holy crap. Look, that was awesome. And it just goes to show you that Michiganders do not fuck around. Especially when you try to steal an election. I mean, we don't take that well. All right. So, and while this was happening, by the way, Twitter decided to dig into these 2 board members. And shocker, they found, again, that they were massive Trump supporters, conspiracy theorists, hated Obama and all that ridiculous stuff. In fact, let me show you some examples of this. So here's William Hartman. Posting about falsely reporting. This is coronavirus denialism, and you could see that he's retweeting or posting on Facebook an article or a video from OAN. Great, awesome, conspiracy theorist. We've got more. So here's Hartman. I'm not really one to promote conspiracy theories. This may be the funniest one. Because in that last one, he was literally posted a conspiracy theory. But you should look up Hammer and Scorecard. I'm reading the news on how great things are that Biden and Harris aren't as declared by the MSM. What will happen if it doesn't happen once the official results are tallied? I wouldn't sell the farm yet. I wouldn't sell the farm yet. Now, again, this is on November 7th, when we've already seen Biden having enough results to certify him the winner of the election. I'm not done. I'm not done. There's more. Voter fraud. It's worth your while to watch this completely unsourced and unverified YouTube video. More. Of course, the obligatory retweet of Donald Trump going after absentee ballots. They're very ripe for fraud. They shouldn't be allowed. And with Hartman saying, be careful, the left is crazy. Says the guy who posts conspiracy theories. More. Russia doesn't worry about being PC and pandering to whiny little liberal babies. I love the irony here, right? Rachel Maddow is like having an orgasm over this. Like, oh my God, Russia! He loves the Russians! It's funny in all sorts of different levels here. And then finally, of course, one more. This is just like, it's just a bunch of his stuff from his pictures from Facebook. And as you can see, some of them are just like ridiculous. All right. Break stuff, steal things. Picture of Obama, of course. Proud to be a cracker. That's fantastic. So yeah. That's this guy. That's Mr. Hartman. So I can't exactly think that he's like a fair actor when it comes to certifying election results. I wonder why he wouldn't want to do that. I mean, now this election has been called the most secure election in history. I don't necessarily know about that, but specifically, but I do know that there's no evidence of widespread voter fraud, and that in Livonia, again, 95% white, we had more irregularities than Detroit. And yet they had no problem certifying the results from the white suburbs, but they had a big problem certifying the results from Detroit. Now, of course, after the backlash, they did change course. They did certify, and that's good. That did prove that pressure and national media attention does tend to work. And it does help to make sure that we can, ironically, stop the steal. Because everything the Republicans do basically is projection at this point. It just makes me think of the Stop the Steal rally, right? We got to stop the steal. We got to stop them from stealing the election, man. We got to stop them. But wait, you're the ones who are stealing the election. It's not the liberals. It's not the Democrats. It's the Republicans, because they're doing stuff like this. And so they're just trying to pull off a win on behalf of Donald Trump. And they're doing the most ridiculous and you know, shady things that they can do. And thankfully, there are great people like this guy, like Stabler, out there who are calling them out. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and share with your friends. You can subscribe and help out the channel by becoming a patron. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf, or you can become a channel member as well by hitting the join button below.